By the Sixers, and we're underway here in Philadelphia. Lowry. Whoa! What a finish! So far, so good.
Didn't take long to get this crowd on their feet. And one of the most undervalued things in sports, the 13th man, the fans. If they get you going in the game, they can help you sustain that energy.
To Beal. And he hits.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Richardson. Down low for Harris. Oh, he had him there for a second. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Wall into the front court. They trail by one. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Short jumper won't go down. To Lowry. Richardson. Here comes the screen. To Richardson. Off the mark. Well contested. Beal. Nice pass to get things going.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Smith with it up top. Down by one. To Tobias Harris. Trying to cash in. Harris's shot won't go.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To Wall. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Lowry to Tobias Harris. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Beal. No good. The jumper's off the mark.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Has a look. Bradley Beal. 2 of 4 now.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Wizards hold down the board. Into the front court comes Wall. Leads 3. Here comes the screen. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. Richardson to Embiid. Tobias Harris above the rim.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head him.
Wall with it up top. Leads 1. To Beal. He buries it, creating space with the step back.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Kyle Lowry with the rock. Oh, emphatic slam.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Into the front court, it's Wall. His team up by 1. Gets it in the right corner. To Wall. Beal. Smothering D.
That's up, baby.
To Embiid. Can't connect from inside. Wall across the timeline. Leads just a point. To Beal. Wall. It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Trey Lyles at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. And he can't convert the free throw. Lowry defended by Wall. To Embiid. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Wall into the front court. Up by 3. Beal to Wall. Has a chance. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
That's rebounded by the Wizards. Beal. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
In the front court comes Smith. Down 5. Joel Embiid. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Right.
Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Lowry into the front court. Down 3. Shot from in close. No good. The follow won't go either. To Wall. To shoot for Washington. Wall. His first effort off the mark. To Embiid. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Joel Embiid trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 77% at the line. And add one more to his total. It's Washington with the basketball. Wall. Another chance. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Joseph with it. Down 2. From the painted area, won't go down. Into the front court comes Wall. Looking to make something happen. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Joseph with it. Down 4. To Brunson. To Embiid. Short jumper misses. Wall with it up top. They lead it. 4-point game. Over to the right side. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Cleans it up. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
Joseph with it. Down 6.
I got him.
Here comes the screen. Shot clock winding down to Brunson from long range. Brunson forced that one. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Nothing going here on that drive. Wall. Lets it fly from long range. Not that time. He misses. Joseph with it. Now down 6. To Embiid. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Wall. Able to convert inside.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
To Embiid.
Right.
Brunson. To Embiid. 5 on the shot clock for Philadelphia. Embiid. Can't connect. Into the front court. It's Wall. Up by 6. Here comes the screen. Wild shot. He missed it.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Embiid. Shot from the lane won't go. Straight on 3. At the buzzer. 3 at the buzzer is good. And a fitting close to this one. They're right back in it after 1 quarter of play. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has the making to be a big-time game.
There it is, John Wall. Not looking pretty. 3 for 10. What do you see in John Wall's game, Jay, that sets him apart?
That he could probably finish with his left hand better than he could finish with his right. I remember watching him in high school. He was jumping off his right foot and dunking the ball lefty as if it was that easy. He can do it with both hands, which makes him way more efficient around the rim.
Chance for the process. Rebound taken by the Wizards. Runner's good there.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Embiid. Horford. To Embiid. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Watch the pick on your right.
To Wall. The Wizards with 4 to shoot. Has a look. Oh, hits it with a defender in his space.
When miracles happen, you accept it and you're thankful. But you don't expect it all the time.
Corey Joseph up against Holmes. To Horford. Has a chance. He's looking for that touch. Wall across the timeline. Lead stands at 7. Nothing going here on that drive. Wall. Fight to shoot for Washington. Fires the 3. Not that time. Sixers have the basketball. Gets a look. Can't hit.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
To Embiid. Gets to the basket, but it's no good. Wall into the front court. His team up by 7. Gets it in the left corner. Wall. Trying to cash in. Not that time. To Embiid. Scores from the post. Now the Wizards going to take the timeout. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Stepping in for the Washington.
Wall. with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Slams it down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
There it is, Al Horford. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Wizards at the controls. To Wall. Nothing going here on that drive.
Hands off, get the board.
Shot won't go. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. 5-point game to Tobias Harris. And he hits.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Into the front court comes Wall. He'll run the offense. Can't connect from in close. A shot no good by Harris. The follow won't go either.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
To Beal. Has a look. Gets a shot up off the mark. Harris to Embiid. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I'll look out for that same move on the next possession there.
Wizards with the basketball. Beal. The foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
To the three-point play. For his career, 68%. The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Lowry to Embiid. Has a chance. Embiid with a shot, no good.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Bradley Beal, he's 3 for 7.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Embiid. A chance, but it's no good.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Lowry with it. Margins 8. Here comes the screen. Lowry up against Holmes. Trying to cash in. The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Here comes the screen. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Lowry. Here comes the screen. To Lowry. 4-3. Off the mark. No good. Oh, he had it. Smith with the basketball. Down 8 to Tobias Harris. Here comes the screen. Harris to Lowry. That's no good. Wizards have it. To Beal. Probing the defense. Beal. That's off the side of the rim. No good. To Lowry. Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Rashawn Holmes trying to cash in on a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Off the mark at the line. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. To Beal. Bradley Beal, now 4 for 9.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
To Tobias Harris. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No fouls.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Tobias Harris swats it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Beal. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Beal. The Wizards with 4 to shoot. From the outside, and a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
To Richardson. Short jumper off the mark. To Beal. Has a look. Off the mark. Surprised he took that one. basket at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Washington basketball. Rises for the slam. Long key from three-quarters court. Time expires to end the first half. Wizards have the lead.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports halftime report. The Wizards
put together a nice half and were rewarded with a solid lead.
They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Washington Wizards. The 76ers are down at halftime and in need of some momentum.
Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments.
Have a look at the leading scorers for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Bench points.
The Philadelphia 76ers were not given a chance to relax in that opening half. Even when the starters were on the bench, the reserves were maintaining the lead and earning their playing time.
Player of the half.
John Wall
Did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half.
Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
All set to go here in the second half. The third quarter is underway. It's Washington with the basketball. Beal. A big finish at the rim.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Lowry into the front court. His guys trail by 10. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Another shot won't go either.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
That ball's out of bounds off one of the Wizards. Lowry into the front court. They find themselves down 10 to Embiid. Harris. To Embiid. Able to convert inside. Wizards at the controls. Wall to Beal. Short jumper won't fall. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. To Richardson. Here comes the screen. Their shot by Lowry misses. To Beal. Wall. That won't go. To Lowry. To Embiid. The shot almost. Wall with it up top. His team on top by 8. Here comes the screen. Wall to Beal. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
And it's written all over his body language. I mean, he looks frustrated, vexed, perplexed, whatever other word you want to throw at it with the accent. But seriously, that body language, that's something he needs to work on.
Lowry to Embiid. Richardson to Embiid. Got it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Wizards with the basketball. Wall to Beal. Here comes the screen. Beal, nice pass to set things up. Turns and slams it down.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Lowry with it. Looking to make something happen. To Embiid. Knocked loose. That's going to get out of bounds. Last touch by Beal. So possession stays with Philadelphia. To Embiid. Washington has the rebound. Into the front court. It's Wall. It's an 8-point lead. Has a chance. Cleared out by Embiid. Lowry into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Embiid. Not that time. Wall. You've got to get that one to go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Right down Broadway, 4-2.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Wall across the timeline. Up by 6. To Beal. To Wall. Here comes the screen. Wall. And the slam.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Sixers control it. Lowry to Embiid. He was hacked. They let it go. It goes down. Well, he's feeling good. Maybe too good.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
Another chance. Won't go down. Wall into the front court. Lead stands at 10.
Screen.
The screen sets him up for two.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Lowry to Embiid. Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. It remains Sixers basketball. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Lowry. Off the iron. No good. To Wall. Kyle Lowry with a piece. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Richardson up against John Wall. Down low for Harris. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Tobias Harris at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Off the mark on the first free throw. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Into the front court comes Wall. The lead is 11. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Harris to Richardson. To Tobias Harris. Not that time.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jarring is only going to escalate.
Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
To Wall. And a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. Harris to Embiid. The pass set it all up.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Wizards have it. Here comes the screen. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
I got him. I got ball. I got ball.
Easy path to the rim.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
I got ball.
Brunson to Embiid. Can't connect. To Wall. Count the bucket for 2.
Because in certain players' mind, it doesn't matter if they're amongst the trees or not. They're always going to be the giant in the paint.
Brunson to Tobias Harris. Driving right to the basket. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Here comes the screen.
Right. Get out, man. This is too easy.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Josh Richardson. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Joel Embiid. Huge block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
That's going to be out of bounds. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Joseph with it. His guys down 11. To Brunson. Cleans it up. Rebound owned by Washington. Wall with it up top. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Screen coming. Wall. Beyond the arc for 3. Embiid with the board. John Wall snatching it out of the air.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Wall. Fight to shoot for Washington. Offensive board. Joel Embiid pins it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
20-footer at the buzzer. Count the basket. Third quarter comes to an end. The Wizards way out in front. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Lowry has the basketball.
Everyone gets free pizza.
To Brunson. Here comes the screen.
Double screen.
Brunson.
Watch cutter.
Just not going down. Al Horford going to the line to shoot 2.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Al Horford, a couple of free throws on the way. Shoots it at 75% for his career. First try at the line, no good. He missed the pass, and And a putback slam. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Beal. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's good. And he's not done. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The defender cannot be caught with his hand staying in the cookie jar. What I mean, contesting that pocket. You have to keep that hand going in and out, going in and out. Keep the offensive player thinking about where your hands are at all times.
Got it at the line. Brunson to Embiid. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Washington basketball. It was right there. Lowry into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. To Brunson. Rashawn Holmes rejects it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Beal. 5 to shoot. Jumper's good.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Embiid, good for 2.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Beal. Deep 2 there, won't go. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His guys trail by 13. To Embiid. Nice pass to set things up.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
To Beal. Has a look. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll talk things over here in this 4th quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Lowry to Embiid. Knocked loose. That ball's out of bounds off one of the Wizards. So possession stays with Philadelphia. Embiid. Wizards have the rebound. He was hacked. They let it go. Brunson to Lowry. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
He shoots off the mark. Ball's controlled by Lowry. To Embiid. To Brunson. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go. To Beal. Here comes the screen. Beal. And count the basket.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Lowry with it. His guys currently down by 13. To Embiid. And he throws it down. Al Horford showing off all the moves.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
It's Washington with the basketball. To Beal. The drive right to the basket. Straight down the middle, 4-2.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Lowry to Embiid. Knocked loose. Wizards come up with it. Short jumper misses.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
I got ball.
Brunson.
Green, I got your help.
All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
I'd say his game is translating to the league just fine.
Whistle stops play. Timeout for Washington as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. To Beal. smothered and still gets it to go down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see...
Blocked away!
That one's in the 15th row!
Huge denial. Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions. Lowry. Cruises inside for two.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Beal.
Screen.
For three. Not getting the bounce. Smith now into the front court. Trailing by 11. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Beal. Here comes the screen. Rocking the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Josh Richardson, consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Beal. Nothing going here on that drive. Beal. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You're always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Lowry to Richardson. Working it outside. Trying to cash in. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Beal. Here comes the screen. Won't go. Richardson to Lowry. Seconds to shoot. Richardson to Lowry. Fires the three. Second effort. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
And easy to get back on defense.
Not that time. His own miss and scores. Good concentration.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
To Tobias Harris. Lowry to Tobias Harris. Here's a chance from long range. Offensive board. On the follow. Way to stay with it. Now the Wizards going to take the timeout. It's just their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one more. Substitution being made in this one.
Washington Wizards, number 2,
Wall. Shot from the lane won't go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Sixers call for time, but this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence.
during the game. Thank you for your cooperation.
To Richardson. Lowry. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Richardson. Can't connect. It's no good. We get a whistle. In the eyes of the ref, he meant it. Intentional foul.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
And they're going to play this one out to its conclusion as we get an intentional foul. That means free throws coming up in what is a 7-point game.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
And he connects on the first free throw.
See, you've been working on your game.
And gets both to drop at the line. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Knocks it down from mid-range. And they're going to play this one out to its conclusion as we get an intentional foul. That means free throws coming up in what is a 7-point game.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
Knocks down the first. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Good shot.
Deep three at the buzzer. The Wizards are the winners as they get a good win on the road. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Wizards emerged victorious after a tight finish. I could get into detail about their play calling and shot selection, but let's be honest. We all know that the dunks were the most exciting. I'd be surprised if the rim isn't a little bit bent at this point. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Washington Wizards. The 76ers
just couldn't close this one out.
Chemistry was clearly not the issue today because they were definitely sharing the ball well. Still, everyone knows they'd rather be sharing the joy of a victory. Here are the guys who put up the most points. For the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Field goals.
This was a matchup in which solid shooting was prominently on display. I definitely enjoyed it. Like I'm loving enjoying all of these highlights right now. Great job of effective, efficient scoring from these squads.
Player of the game.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in this game. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Check out the upcoming games for the Philadelphia 76ers. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.